Consider this pandemic a disaster, like a tornado in terms of its impact on business. That's the question behind a growing conflict between small businesses and their insurance companies, and a lawsuit filed today in Kansas City. KCTV5's Betsy Webster is live outside Brewery Emperial in the Crossroads to break down the dispute. Betsy?
Well, Brad, this bar, restaurant, and brewery has a policy that's commonly known as business interruption insurance. That covers physical losses due to an unforeseen event. Now, the building's still standing, it's not damaged, but their lawyer argues the meaning is broader than that. You can find drinks being poured inside Brewery Emperial, but you won't find any customers here. It's outdoors only, a decision the owners made.
Following the numbers and the increased amount of infections.
If we can slow this down and get to a better spot, that's the responsible thing to do.
That's why Julie and Keith Thompson are not going the route some others have. They're not suing the city over restrictions.
We believe what the city has mandated keeps people safe.
Instead, they're suing their insurance company to cover loss of income under a policy commonly known as business interruption insurance.
We've been talking about this for a while.
Dan Curry is the lawyer who filed the suit.
When something comes along and stops the normal course of business and they start, suffering losses, that's what this insurance is supposed to cover.
Insurance industry groups say the policies were intended for, quote, widespread disasters like tornadoes, wildfires, and floods. Things that impact businesses due to physical damage and loss.
I would say a global pandemic is widespread disaster.
It's become such a widespread conflict that the Insurance Information Institute has web pages dedicated to it, referring to, quote, frivolous lawsuits that threaten the solvency of our industry, unquote. They say only the federal government has the financial capacity to cover this level of loss, and they're seeking assistance for that. The Thompsons say maybe insurance companies do need a hand, but still.
Hundreds of thousands of small businesses pay into this.
The reason you get insurance is when something really bad happens, it's covered. And I think that's kind of the bottom line.
Now, back in 2002, when the first iteration of SARS arrived, some insurance policies, many of them, got wise and started adding language to their policies that specifically excluded viruses or pandemics. But not all policies have that widespread exclusion. Live in Kansas City, Missouri, Betsy Webster, KCTV5 News.